for that like cheap cost of $12 plus half a day, your conversion rate is going to increase by an extra like 10-20%. And you'll be able to actually sell the product for much more and even increase your margin even further, just because now you have this one product store for that product. Hey guys, what's up? You guys are gonna wanna watch this interview. I help a viewer basically scale a product that was dying out, basically was dead, and I give him all the strategies to go ahead and revive it, scale it, build a branded store out of it, and basically turn it from a product that's making a few $100s a day to a few $1,000s a day. So I highly recommend anyone that basically doesn't know how to scale, has a product that's died out, they want to try to revive it, I highly recommend to watch this video because there's a lot of golden nuggets that you guys could apply. Before we get into the interview, I want to announce last video's winners. Here's the winners for the free consulting with me. If you guys want to win, all you have to do is drop an awesome comment below, tag your Instagram, make sure you're following me, and I'll go ahead and pick the best comment every single day. Remember, tag your Instagram and drop an epic comment. So tell me about yourself, like are you doing e-com, drop shipping? Tell me a bit about like what you're doing.
Okay, firstly I've been doing drop shipping for just under a year now, maybe like 10 months now.
Okay.
I think I might have hit a winning product like 2 months ago, but it's starting to die down a little bit.
Okay.
I have a degree in marketing, but I haven't exactly started using it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was hoping like you can give me a few tips to maybe revive this item if it's possible, or if I should just move on.
Yeah, let's get right into it. So tell me a bit about the product stats.
Okay, I'll open up Ads Manager right now. At the moment, I was making a profit initially. However, I think I've left my ads on for too long. I didn't know when to kill the ads, so I just left it on, and it was just destroying my budget, and I'm at break even at the moment. Got it. Or just under.
Okay.
My break even ROAS was 1.3, I believe.
Okay.
But now the website purchase ROAS is 1.08.
Got it. So you're currently making a loss?
Yes, currently making a loss, yes.
Got it. And how many sales have you been able to get from the product?
About 129 sales.
Got it. And have you got it into one, retargeting, two, lookalike audiences?
Yes, that's the thing. I haven't got into retargeting because this product, I saw it as more of a spontaneous purchase.
Okay.
I'm still open to the idea of retargeting. I just don't have the knowledge about retargeting at the moment. Lookalike audience, I haven't tapped into lookalikes or custom audience as of yet because I don't think I have enough data for it.
So you definitely, did you run a video ad or photo ad?
It was a video ad.
Okay, and how many views is the video currently at?
I've actually made 4 variations. It's the same video, it's just I've changed the ad creative, like thumbnail and the description.
So what's the addition of all the views for all the videos?
So it's about 100,000.
Okay, so what you should start is you should start creating custom audience for 3-second views for all your videos, 10-second views for all your videos, 25%, 50%, 75%, 95%. So those you have all those custom audience, and I reckon all the way up to 95% you'll have more than 1,000 people who watched more than 95% of the video. And then what you want to create next is custom audiences for people who view content, people who added to cart, people who initiated checkout, and people who purchased. Let's take it a step back. What I was going to go into was lookalike audiences, but I think the first thing you should get into is retargeting ads. That's probably the most important thing. Even if it's a spontaneous product, there's just so much money left on the table just because people usually purchase a product after they see that product more than 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So retargeting is really powerful. So after you set up this custom audience, what you can do is you could retarget everyone who viewed content but did not purchase. And then do that for the past, I'd say, past 30 days.
30 days, okay.
And then after that, you could run retargeting for people who added to cart and did not purchase for past 60 days. And the reasoning behind that is people who added to cart and didn't purchase, they show more interest to your product. And as a result, even if they're like 60 days old, 40 days old, they'll probably still be willing to purchase a product. And those two ads itself, retargeting ads, you'll get pretty high ROAS. Like you'll be expecting 2 to 4 ROAS just from those ads. And if you haven't ran them, I think they're gonna do pretty well just because you have a lot of data, you have a lot of people who saw the item and they wouldn't mind seeing again. Also, you could retarget people who watched 50% of the video but did not view content. That also does pretty well. And with these 3 retargeting ads, what you wanna do is you wanna use the same video. Like it's as simple as that. Use the content ID or use existing posts and use the same ad that you had previously, your main ad, and you can just reuse that for your retargeting.
Okay, yeah, sure. Alright, I'll get onto that ASAP. Should I focus on the retargeting first to gather more data before moving on to lookalike audiences?
Yeah, so retargeting will probably just take you probably around, if you're doing it for the first time, 2 to 3 hours just to set up. And after you set it up, it's evergreen basically, and you just sort of let it sit and do its thing. And then after that, you definitely should get into lookalike audiences like a day after. What countries are you currently advertising to?
I'm currently advertising to first 2 countries, so including the big 5 and mainly European states and Singapore, Japan, excluding African countries.
Okay.
So pretty much worldwide except the first tier.
Got it.
I've noticed I'm getting a lot of sales in Belgium and the Netherlands. So I've made separate ad sets targeting those countries alone.
Yeah.
And the US as well. And most of my sales coming from the US, Belgium, and Netherlands. Oh, Australia also.
Dude, this is a cool product. I definitely see what you mean. And like, it's pretty cool how you made it really low key so that like Facebook hasn't like banned it. And I could definitely see this product having heaps of potential. What you should definitely do you have any worldwide excluding third world country ad sets?
No, I don't.
Okay, so how's your ads currently set up? Do you just have like interest targeting rave, Australia, interest targeting rave, Belgium? How do you have it set up?
I'm pretty much just targeting music festivals. So my most
so you just have one ad set with all those countries?
Yes. So I have many ad sets with all those. So a set of those countries. So I think there's like 17, 18 countries, and I'm just doing a separate ad set for each interest. I also made a CBO including my top 5 countries. So a separate campaign with those top 5 sellers.
Okay.
And ads.
So what I definitely recommend you do is duplicate your best ad sets with the best interests to just like simple worldwide targeting. No exclusion, no nothing, and put that at like a high budget. Put it at like $50 to $100. Second question is, have you seen anyone advertise this product? Because if not, then there's a huge chance for it to scale. If someone else has and you sort of like jumped on the trend, then maybe it's a bit harder to scale. But have you seen anyone advertise it?
I have, but like not to the extent I have. They had a few, not as much engagement as I have.
Okay, got it. So you just got a lot more data. You basically got no competition. Okay, so what you really want to do is just like pump the gas. Like if you're like the leading seller in this product, you really want to pump the gas, duplicate your best ad sets, and just go worldwide country. And this will allow you to basically know what countries that you haven't targeted that would do really, really well for this product. And once you know what countries it is, then it'll really, really help once it comes to lookalike audiences. So when you do lookalike audiences, you already know to do US, UK, Belgium, Netherlands, stuff like that. But there's probably another 10 extra countries that would do really, really well for this product, but you just don't know because you're just assuming that the 17 countries you selected is interested. So you definitely want to set up worldwide ad sets and have high budgets, like set it at $50, $100, and what you want to do is you want to let it run to like 3x profit margin. And then if it doesn't get a sale by 3x profit margin, kill it. So if your profit margin is like $20, let it run to 60, and if it doesn't have a sale, kill it. But the good thing is if it does get a sale and it does sort of build momentum, by the end of the day, you spend $100 and your positive ROI, that's going to do super, super well. But you really want to pump the gas on a product like this where there's just not much competition and it has a lot of potential.
Okay. Yeah, I ran into a lot of issues with this product. Like, it's so controversial that I'm constantly monitoring like social media to filter out negative comments.
Okay.
Like,
you should, all the negative comments, look for the keywords such as scam, bad, evil, illegal, and write down all those keywords. And what you could do is you could go into your Facebook page and have Facebook ban/hide anyone who uses those keywords. So it's automated filtering basically.
okay, I know IG does that. I didn't know Facebook does it too.
Yeah, so it's in your Facebook page's settings, and it's sort of in your privacy settings where you can allow reviews, allow people to tag your page, and monitor comments somewhere there. So that's an easy way. Like, they'll probably cut your stress and like monitoring and like basically the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay. I've also made a list of questions that I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, let's go through them.
I know in one of your old videos you discussed when to kill Adsets when you're testing and scaling. Has that changed much? Can you still apply those rules? It's a 1-year-old video you made. Can you still apply that today?
Got it. So I think 1 year ago I said kill when you hit profit margin. So that I still stand by. Kill when you, for cost per click, I kill roughly when you hit, if you don't get a cost per click by $2, that's when I kill it. When I don't get an add to cart by $8, that's when I kill it. So those metrics has changed a bit. And then the killing at profit margin, that's the same. If you get one sale and then you hit profit margin, I let it run to 1.5x profit margin. And if it doesn't get a second sale by then, and it is, basically now negative ROAS, I'll kill it at 1.5x break even point.
Another question is, do we actually need to constantly monitor and kill ad sets in a CBO campaign, since it automatically distributes like your budget towards your best performing ad sets anyway?
So for CBO, what I do is I put all my best ad sets, all my best interest targeting, all my best lookalike audiences into a CBO, and I don't touch it. You don't want to tweak what's inside the CBO campaign because that would stuff up Facebook's algorithm and optimization. You want to keep it as is, and when you scale, you actually want to duplicate the whole CBO campaign. So if you have a CBO campaign at $50 budget, you want to duplicate it and run it at $100 budget, and that's how you scale out CBO. And you want to make sure that you've got the best ad sets in it, and you want to be constantly taking out the bad performing ad sets, putting in new, better performing ad sets, and duplicating it with those new changes. But you never want to edit an existing working CBO campaign.
Okay, awesome. Also, do you use paid themes or free themes on your stores?
Free themes definitely works. I use paid themes. I use one that's Shopify Booster, and another one is Turbo Theme. I think that's what it's called. Those are the two themes I've used, but free themes definitely do the job. And I think it's just all about keeping your store as clean as possible. No trust badges, no countdown timers, no pop-ups. I'm even starting to remove like those sale pop-ups on the bottom left-hand corners. You just want it as simple as possible.
Okay. Yeah, I used to be like that. I used to apply all these, scarcity features. Now just like keep it simple.
Exactly.
Straight to the point.
Exactly.
What's your product research strategy, and do you use a spy tool?
So my product research strategy is going on AliExpress, scrolling through the homepage, scrolling through different categories they have, scrolling through flash deals, going to categories and just sorting by new products, scrolling through that and just finding new products. I no longer believe in jumping on other products just because getting a piece of the pie now, it's just like nearly impossible, because like everyone that has a winning product, they know how to pump the gas and like scale it out, or someone else is going to jump on it, and it's just like everyone is fighting for a small piece of the pie to the point it's not even worth getting a small piece of the pie anymore. So I advocate finding new products, and that's why I don't advocate spy sites anymore. But what does work is I've noticed that finding products that people advertise that they haven't been able to scale, maybe like in your case, you saw that product, they wasn't able to scale, but you saw potential in it, you jumped onto it, and maybe your ads just got lucky, it optimized better, it had better initial conditions, and it was able to shoot through the roof. That I still advocate, because that's how I had like one of my biggest winners as well. I found a product from someone else, advertised it, and ironically it just did way better than the other person. And so I still advocate that method, but jumping on winners, I don't advocate.
Do you scale 2 winners at once or just one? Like, do you focus on the one product before it dies out to moving on to another product?
Yes, so I always want to be testing products while I have a winner, because the moment your winner dies, then you're basically stranded. So you definitely want to always be constantly product researching and looking for that second winner, so you'll be having a continuous source of income. Because I know a lot of people, they find that one winner dies out, and they just go through this never-ending slump. And to avoid that, you want to be constantly reinvesting your profits to find more winners and basically build a long-term business out of dropshipping.
That's one mistake I've kind of made. I just kind of stopped researching at the moment because this is all new to me. So I kind of like put all my focus towards scaling.
Yeah, and I think that's sort of right, because like everyone is probably in your shoes the same way. Like everyone I know is in your same shoes, so you're not like worse off than anyone else. But what I would recommend is you start product researching again, do what you did to find this winner, test more products, reinvest your profits, as well as learning how to scale this product. But since you don't know how to scale, then I definitely see why you should take time off, not try to find any new winners, and focus on learning how to scale a product out.
What placements do you use on your ads?
Mobile Facebook feeds and IG feeds for testing.
Okay, you don't use stories?
For stories, I use stories for retargeting, and I don't usually use stories for testing. But I'd love to hear like with your experiences with stories.
I've actually applied Facebook and Instagram feeds and Facebook and IG stories. I haven't took them off yet, but I'm yet to test without them to see if I notice any difference.
Got it. And have you been able to check the breakdowns to see where you're getting sales from and where's most profitable?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
I can check now, right now.
Yeah, let's do it
if you
now.
want.
And you'll be able to see what platforms does well, and it'll allow you to know what to double down. And look at the stats.
I get most of my sales on IG actually.
Okay.
Does it show you if it's through the stories or feed?
It does. I think it's the placement breakdown.
Okay. Newsfeed have collected the most sales on Facebook.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, Facebook newsfeed, then IG newsfeed, and then suggested video on Facebook.
Okay, so you have automatic placements on?
For some of my Adsets I did, yes.
That's good, that's good. So those now give you data. Like now you know which placements work, and you could start scaling into those placements, especially suggested newsfeed videos. Not many people are doing that, and you're getting super low CPMs, and the fact that's working, you could double down on suggested feed ads. And you want to really have all your ads separate. You want, say, music festival to Facebook news feed, music festival to IG feed, music festival to story, music festival to Facebook feed suggested videos, and just have everything split out, and that will just allow you to easily scale and find out which are the best ad sets that you want to then move into your CBO main campaign.
Okay, makes sense.
For me, I do Australian dollars. Usually people start testing when they have a winning product. They do $20 budgets. But I find out $20 Australian dollar budgets also work as well. So I like to do with 20 AUD.
Per ad set?
You only do it once you know that the winners are, like the product's a winner. But I think in your situation, definitely start with 5 AUD per ad set, just based on your reaction, and that's probably much more safe. But I find that the only reason I'd say 20 is that 20 is just much easier to scale. When you have a $5 ad set, when you increase the budget to $20, it doesn't really perform well. Whereas if you have a $20 ad set, it does well at $20, but it wouldn't do well at $100. So, you know, I know people who start their budgets at $100, but you just, the only difference is you just like be a hawk on your ads and kill it at break-even point. So you end up spending the same amount of money, but if you have higher budget, you actually save more time because you're hitting those kill metrics much faster rather than waiting 3-4 days to hit those same kill metrics.
Yeah. So do you use automated rules to kill these ad sets before the day ends?
Yeah. So when I was like working, I use automated rules. But since I work at home now, I'm able to just manually look at my ads. But automated rules is definitely a way to go.
Okay. Do you use an agent to fulfill your orders?
Yes.
I'm currently using CJ Dropshipping. Have you heard about that?
I have not. Is it cheaper than AliExpress?
Yes, it is. However, there's a bit of a, I mean, it could be through AliExpress as well. There's communication issues, language barriers and all that.
Okay.
So you're assigned to your own agent. Based on what I've read, it's best for orders under 30 a day. So I guess for my case, it's more feasible than finding a private agent at the time, because I don't know how far off I can scale it.
Exactly. Private agents, they're usually free. Just reach out to many different agents, show them your product and see what they can do. See if they're able to help you out. Tell them how many orders you're getting every day. Tell them that you're scaling and it might increase. Get their quotes on how much it'll cost for them to help you with it. And yeah, just ask for quotes because that's free and you might be able to find a better option.
Do you use multiple ad accounts or do you just use the one main one?
So I have one main account, and if the product is a really good winner and I'm scaling it to like 4-figure days, that's when I sort of diversify and I really start advertising on second and third ad accounts just to diversify the risk, just in case your ad account gets banned. So that's what I highly recommend you to do as well, just because this product is a bit high risk, but you should be fine. But it's better to be on the safe side.
What upselling apps do you use? Or what upselling strategies do you use?
I highly recommend one-click upsell, and that's a post-purchase upsell app where after they pay for the item, they get an option to buy more items, and then they click the item they want, and then it instantly bills them. Like they don't have to re-enter in their credit card, so it's insanely good. I highly recommend that. And like the usual upsell strategy is upselling similar related products. But what I like to do is I like to upsell them the same product at a discount.
Okay, and what percentage do you find works best for you?
So I offer the same item at I think 20% discount, and then I think one-click upsell, you can upsell them again and again. So I upsell them the same item again at like 30% off and then 40% off. So some people end up buying the same item 4 times just through that app.
Okay. Yeah, I find with I'm currently using discounted pricing by booster apps, and I find I'm getting less sales than I did for when I did buy one get one free.
Okay.
So I'm currently applying 20% if you buy two, 30% if you buy three, but my markup is insane amount. Like you could have a guess how much this costs. Like it's insane.
Yeah, so what you should do is you should, I reckon post upsells would do really, really well. Just because that product, like people want seconds, people want thirds, they want to share it to their friends, give it out. So it has like high potential. So I reckon remove the discount because it looks a bit ugly. It's like this box, old school box on your page.
Yeah.
Remove that and just go all in on post-purchase upsells.
Okay, and not just, I shouldn't apply any discounts on the actual page, it's just all post.
What you can do is you could have it 50% off. So compare at price and 50% off. You know how, yeah, the usual Shopify sale.
Yeah. Okay.
And have you considered doing a one product store? Like you could really kill it with a one product store with this.
Okay, yeah, it pretty much is a one product store. However, this store is just a general store I'm using right now, and just to test.
What I'd recommend you to do is actually go ahead, buy a domain that's really funny and only the ravers would understand what that domain means, and set up a one product store. Like that's going to kill it. You'll want to start branding your product and store because one, it's only $12 for a domain. Two, it'll take you like half a day to set up a one product store. Three, for that like cheap cost of $12 plus half a day, your conversion rate is going to increase by an extra like 10-20%. And you'll be able to actually sell the product for much more and even increase your margin even further just because now you have this one product store for that product. Imagine selling an iPhone case on iPhonecase.com versus selling it on trendygoods.com. If you have the iPhone case on a website called iPhonecase.com, it's just going to kill it.
Okay, I never thought about branding this item actually. I would definitely get onto that actually.
Yeah.
Does that mean I would lose all my engagement for my current ads because this ad is broadcasted on my store name, my general store name?
What you can do is transfer all that data, reuse the same pixel on your one product store, or what you can do is just rebrand your general store. Keep the same store, just change out the domain, change out the logos, change the name of your Facebook page, change the logo of your Facebook page, change the link in your product page, or if since for some reason you can't edit the ad because it has all the engagement, relink that product to the new product page. So you could actually relink Shopify stores. You could redirect Shopify store links. So set up a redirection if you set up those ads where it's using existing posts and you can't edit the ad copy link. And if it's a link shortener like bit.ly or like a Google link shortener, there might be ways for you to switch out the link of where that shortener goes to. So that's another thing you do as well to bring it to your new store.
Okay, yeah, I think I'll take that path. I just want to keep my general store just for testing and researching new products. I don't want to change everything.
Exactly. That's much more recommended. Setting up a brand new single product store and you'll be able to use the same pixel and use the same lookalike audiences data to scale onto the new store.
Yeah, I'll definitely try to scale this with a new store. Yeah, I just wasn't too sure how I'd go about it now. Just like I'm just under break even now. I think I just left my ads on for too long.
Yeah, I think the fact that you haven't gone into like worldwide and lookalike audiences and you've already sort of brought it up to 100k views, just sort of like trying random things and sort of like testing random things, that means the product has huge, like imagine you're like, if you got into lookalike audiences, what sort of numbers you'll be able to pull in.
Okay, yeah, because I was told I need at least 100 conversions per country to be able to use lookalike audiences.
It's a bait.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't think I have enough per country though.
Yeah, definitely a bait. You don't need it per country. That would be like impossible to scale. Like with 100,000 views, you probably have several thousand view contents. You probably have like probably like over 1,000 add to carts, you definitely have like potential to scale it out.
And one last question just before the call ends. Are there any future changes to Facebook ads that you're concerned about?
With Facebook ads, I think the only change that people are talking about is the CBO change, how there will be no longer Adsets and it will just be converted to CBO.
Yeah.
I think that's really gonna affect people who don't understand Facebook ads and they aren't able to innovate. That's really gonna affect them. But if you're always testing and trying new things, or if you're always learning new things, learn from other people, then you would be fine. So I'm not too worried, but I definitely can see people who've just been copy and pasting other people's strategy, they'll start struggling once CBO gets implemented and all the ad set scaling strategies become obsolete.
Alright, well, thanks for your time, Andy.
You're welcome.
Very insightful information.
How many of you guys have had a winning product that sort of died out, but you were able to revive it? I want to hear your awesome stories. Drop that in the comment below. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. That was a pretty nice, solid interview. There was just so much golden nuggets. I highly recommend you guys to watch it. If you guys want to win a free consulting call just like that, drop a comment below, like the video, tag your Instagram, make sure you follow me, and I'll go ahead and pick a random winner every single day. Other than that, hope you guys are having an amazing day. I appreciate you guys for watching. Those who watch this interview all the way to the end, and you're watching this right now, I appreciate you and I thank you for watching this long. Put your feedback in the comment. I would love to listen to you guys to see how I can improve and how I can make more content for you guys. Other than that, have an amazing day and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Peace.